Eris says throne worlds are kingdoms of thought, built according to the desires of the creator. I suppose Savathun desired a throne world made of light. Everything here is imbued with it. What's strange to me is that
Welcome, Guardian, to the Witch Queen investigation mission in Destiny 2. As you may already know, this mission takes you into the heart of Savathun's throne world, where you will face some of the toughest challenges the Hive have to offer. Your objective is to uncover the secrets of the Witch Queen and put an end to her nefarious plans. You will start this mission just outside of Savathun's cathedral, and you will need to make your way back to the entrance while fighting off hordes of Hive enemies. Keep your wits about you and use all the weapons and abilities at your disposal to overcome the challenges ahead. As you progress through the throne world, you will encounter lucent light bearers, Hive knights, and other powerful enemies that will test your skills to the limit. Be sure to use cover, teamwork, and strategic thinking to overcome these challenges. But fear not, Guardian, for you are not alone in this mission. You have the full support of the Vanguard and the Light on your side, and together we will strike a blow against the forces of darkness. So gear up, hone your skills, and get ready to embark on a perilous journey into the heart of the Hive's power. The fate of the universe rests on your shoulders, Guardian. Good luck, and may the light guide your way. As you step into Savathun's throne world, you find yourself just outside her cathedral. Your mission is to find a way through the throne world, and the first step is to make your way back to the entrance of the cathedral. But beware, a group of Hive enemies will be guarding the area, so clear them out. As you arrive, a rather tanky Hive knight will charge at you. Use your special weapon to take them out. Shortly after killing the initial group of Hive, a lucent light bearer will spawn to the left of the cathedral entrance. It's the same enemy type you fought in the previous mission. Avoid its shield through attacks whenever it enters its super, and use your heavy weapon to make short work of this mini-boss. Stasis can also stun lock the light bearer, freezing it long enough to force the knight out of its super. Remember to crush its ghost once you have killed the knight. Unfortunately, it seems that Savathun's cathedral is locked, so you will need to find another way through the throne world. Backtrack to where you started, and you should see a green force field blocking a pathway. 2 Hive knights will be protecting this field, both of which have arc shields. Killing both of them will reveal a deep sight orb near the back of the courtyard. Interact with it. Your deep sight vision will reveal some nearby platforms, leading you to nearby building. You should now find yourself in a dark maze inhabited by a few Hive thrall. For the first part, keep heading right whenever possible. You will eventually reach a cavernous room with a deep sight orb near the bottom. Use the orb to find your way forward. Continue exploring until you reach a T-shaped corridor that seems to be a dead end. You will want to head right, defeat the thrall and knight residing in the room. Then activate the deep sight orb in the corner. Backtrack to the corridor and go in the opposite direction. The deep sight will create platforms you can climb on to reach the next room. That next room contains a small group of cursed thralls and a Hive knight. This room is quite dangerous if you are going for a flawless mission, so play on the defensive. Use stasis or any AoE weapon to quickly kill the thrall, then eliminate the knight. A short run will lead you outside. Outside of the maze, you will need to fight across the fluorescent canal to reach your mysterious contact. Multiple taken knights are present here, so use your super. Melt them as fast as you can, then push forward. A Hive augury will be guarding the path, but it's nothing a heavy weapon can't deal with. At this point, we recommend hooping on your sparrow to bypass the rest of the enemies. The gate will be guarded by yet another group of Hive. Kill the knight as soon as possible, then focus on the acolytes. When finished, grab any nearby ammo and reload your weapons. It's time to start an encounter. A nearby gate is preventing you from further exploring Savathun's throne world. You will need to defend a nearby Hive pillar to lower the gate. Stand on the pillar when you are ready. Enemies will begin to spawn the pillar from across the gate. Most will spawn near the patch of land the pillar is on, although some will spawn on the road towards the end of the encounter. Your main threat is the hive night enemies that periodically spawn, usually accompanied by a hive moth. Stasis, sunspots, and any persisting AoE effects work wonder during this part. Should you get swarmed, back off the plate and take the enemies out from a distance. Standing on the plate will spawn more enemies. Once you have fully captured the plate, hop on your sparrow and book it to the newly opened gate. Follow the path to the next encounter. This is the hardest encounter in this mission. You will spawn just outside of a hive vs Scorn battle. Interrupt the fight with a well-placed grenade or AoE weapon. Focus on the Abomination and the Barrier Guard Knight. Clean up the nearby enemies when done. Killing these enemies will spawn 3 Abominations and Barrier Guard Knights, one on each side of the arena. Focus on clearing out the left, middle or right side at a time. Trying to clear all 3 at once will get you killed. When clearing a particular side, try your best to stick to cover, avoiding any taken thrall closing on your location. This is where Vither Horde, Stasis or Sunspots come in handy. Many of the enemies spawn in predictable areas on the map, usually near the middle path, so a good AoE weapon can one-shot a pack of enemies. Clear out the ads on a given side, then kill the Abomination and Guard Knight. Feel free to use your heavy on them. When all 3 sides are clear, a Lucent Lightbearer will spawn at the middle road. This is effectively a Stormcaller Warlock disguised as a High Wizard, utilizing Storm Trance and Lightning Grenades to flush you out of cover. While deadly, the Lightbearer is quite passive and won't push your location if you keep your distance. Your best bet is to damage the Lightbearer from afar, preferably with your heavy weapon. The Wizard will deploy a Healing Rift if it takes enough damage, so be quick. Damaging her enough will spawn 2 Barrier Guard Knights. This is when you will want to super and use your grenades. Give the Wizard everything you have got, then crush its host. When finished, follow the waypoint on your HUD to meet your contact, ending the mission. Congratulations, Guardian! You have completed the investigation mission in Savathun's throne world and uncovered valuable intel on the Witch Queen's plans. The Hive's presence in this realm will be weakened thanks to your efforts, but our fight against the Hive and the Witch Queen is far from over. As you return to the tower, remember to share your findings with the Ikora Ray and the Vanguard. They will undoubtedly have more insight into our next steps. Keep honing your skills, Guardians, and stay vigilant. The Witch Queen may be powerful, but we are the defenders of humanity.
Not sure I'll ever get used to seeing ghosts serving the Hive. All ghosts were created after the collapse. The Traveler released us just before it went dormant. These ghosts had thousands of opportunities to choose a guardian, and they passed right over humanity and chose our enemy instead. I can't forgive that. You brought us here? Hey, take it easy.
Together, we can face any threat that comes our way. Until next time, may the light guide you. Thanks for watching this video. Keep smiling.